Ricky, obviously the first half and the second half for you were dramatically different. Just what changed for you in halftime and what happened in the second half?
Just being aggressive, teammates, Joseph in my ear, he being aggressive, attack the rim. Good things happened when I did that. Was getting to the free throw line. Looks like I took 13 free throws, so that helped a lot.
What did you think of the impact that Joseph had and all the threes he was hitting?
It was great. I knew he could have it the whole year. He's our best shooter, obviously, as you can see. What you shoot, man? 3 for 6, 50%. That's real good. So we're going to need that down the stretch. He had some really big threes. It got too loud. I had to cover my ears. So, it was good.
Well, you guys were down by 17. It was early, but that's a big deficit. It's a pretty good team. What was the mindset at that point, and what do you think keyed the comeback for you guys?
Okay, sure.
We knew they were a team that comes out and punches teams in the mouth real early. So, we had to be prepared for that. And I feel like we were. We didn't really show it, but I felt like we were pretty prepared for it to, once they get their hits over, it's our time to come right back at them.
What do you think about that, Rick?
Like he said, Coach was emphasizing against Kentucky, against Illinois. They came out early and punched them in the mouth, and they were just playing a catch-up game the whole time, and we obviously did the same, but we just kept fighting, kept pushing, and we just came back.
And then you guys, you had a big run to get ahead. I think it was 46-42. They tied it with a dunk. I think it was Ricky, you hit a three and to give you guys lead for good. Do you remember that? It was a pretty deep three, as I recall. What do you remember about that shot and just kind of righting the ship there?
I didn't really shoot that good tonight, but I just had to keep shooting, and went in. Like you said, we took the lead, and that was just good for us. I need to shoot like Joseph, though. That'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, and then I think they were up 34-19. You guys closed the half on a 7-0 run, then opened the half on a 19-8 run. So whatever that adds up to, it was a big run at the end of the half and the start of the half. Well, what do you guys think were the key to those? Maybe Joseph, you could take it, and then Ricky.
I just feel like we were the more prepared team. I felt like we came out prepared to, hit them in the mouth this time instead of them hitting us in the mouth.
In the second half, you mean?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sorry.
What do you think, Ricky?
Yeah, the first 5 out there in the second half really brought it. He started Joseph, obviously, and he did everything he wanted. He knocked down shots. He made good defensive plays, and it was really big for us down the stretch. I know his playing time will increase through conference play.
Joseph, I think the most you'd ever played before tonight was 19 minutes, 27 tonight. How are you feeling physically, and when did you know that this was going to be a game you had to play quite a bit?
Whenever I hit my first three, I felt like, I might have to play a little bit tonight. Our shots weren't falling in the first half, but, I'm glad that I was able to hit some threes to help us.
And Ricky, you mentioned it. You started on the bench in the second half. Did you feel like that maybe, helped you relax? Did it light a fire under you, or how did that maybe impact the way you played once you get on the floor?
No, I've been there before throughout my career. Started on the bench my first 2 years, so it really wasn't anything. It was coach's decision. I just had to live with it. Man, I had an attitude, had a positive attitude, watch my teammates eat.
Ricky, I think in the stretch in the second half, I think you scored maybe 14 of the team's 20 points over a stretch. Just kind of what got you going, or what kind of switch flipped for you there?
Like I said, first half, I wasn't being aggressive, attacking. Honestly, just being on the floor, it just seemed like I couldn't get through any gaps without possibly turning it over. But it just seemed more open the second half. Like I said, I was on the bench and I got to watch my teammates play. And I feel like that's really what helped me throughout my career. Got to see people first and then go out there and attack. So that's what it was.
What have you thought about your play through 2 league games so far?
Definitely needs to improve, especially efficiency-wise. I was really efficient earlier in the year, non-conference, so I need to get back to that. But I'll take 1 for 100 if we win. So we're all right.
I guess for Ricky, usually you guys come out ahead in the points off turnovers battle. You didn't tonight, but you dominated the glass, 15 offensive rebounds, and you won the second chance points. How important was it tonight to get those extra possessions and convert?
It was real big. Coach pointed out that they're a good offensive rebound team, and I feel like we really took full advantage of that. I know I got a couple, which was rare throughout the season. Joseph got some. Kamani obviously did his work. So that was real big for us, and it gave us second chances to cap on it.
And then obviously TB wasn't able to play tonight, but I'm sure he had this one circled on his calendar against his old team. Was there any added motivation for you guys tonight to kind of go out there and get that one for him?
No doubt. I mean, we've been talking about it all year. For TB is old school. I know people were saying whatever about him and maybe in a negative way. So we just had to do it for him for sure.
Ricky, I know you're good free throw shooter, but 5 out of 6 in the last 25 when the game's on the line. I mean, how clutch was that? And kind of what was your feeling going to the line in those situations?
Just felt like I was at practice shooting by myself. I mean, I've done it enough times. My third year in college, I should be hitting free throws. So I practice it all the time, every end of the workout when I'm tired. So it just felt natural.
And obviously you guys had a tough road loss last week. How big was it to defend the home court and, you know, not go down 0-2 even when they jumped out ahead like that?
Real big. Like I said, they've been on a crazy stretch. Literally beat 2 ranked teams, and they was trying to get their third. And obviously, they're a real good team, but it was real big for us to cap this off at home for sure.
Yeah, Joe's, what's your thoughts on that about making sure you get the win at home?
You know, we always trying to defend home court. That's what Monty says, but you know, just never want to lose at home, especially in the SEC where you got to go and play hard teams on the road who they also don't lose at home. So, you know, you got to get the ones that are considered easier.
You know, Auburn got beat tonight, but I think they won 26 in a row at home. You guys got to go there Saturday. What are your thoughts on that? Maybe what'd you learn at LSU that you can take to Auburn?
You know, no game's really just the same in the SEC. So I feel like, no, I don't really know, honestly. I'm first game or second game in the SEC, but I feel like none of the games will be the same. So, you know, you can't really, you just got to like,
Ricky, you guys have played a lot of road games in the Valley. What's your thoughts on, I guess the AAC, sorry.
Just like Missouri is a really good team, and they were knocking people off. And we obviously had the home court advantage. They're not going to want us to come in there and take that home. Like I said, 29 in a row. It's going to be tough if they were a good team or if they weren't, and they are a good team. So every game is going to be tough. Every game is going to be down to the last couple possessions. So we just got to come out with the game plan, which we will figure out tomorrow.
Yeah, Joseph, I think a couple of the threes that you hit were transition. They just found you kind of alone in the corner. Are you taught to run to corners in broken floor situations, or are you just, I guess that's just instinctual?
Yeah, they really emphasized it a lot whenever we're doing transition drills at practice. They're just like, get to the corner, space the court out. So I have a chance to be able to shoot, or my teammates have a chance to drive it and get a wide open shot either way.
You know, Devo had a few turnovers tonight, but 10 boards, 10 points, or 10 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. What'd you think of Devo's all-around game?
You know, sometimes, you know, people turn the ball over. It happens. But, you know, he's always going to play hard. He's always going to pretty much make up for the mistakes that he does make. So, you know, I feel like we all trust him. We all know he's going to do what he's going to do. And we're just here to help him out, basically.
Ricky, what'd you think about Devo's stuffing or whatever?
Nah, me and him looks like we both had 5 turnovers, which I know coach is disappointed in because we're one of the older guys. But back to Devo, yeah. So I really don't know. I mean, he always makes a good impact on the game, and even though he does do the turnovers, like you say, he had 3 steals, 5 assists, he's gonna make up for it. So it really kind of equals out, if you say that.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.